Good morning, everybody. This is Mike Peters with the Pottsville Church of Christ, and it is time for our morning devotional. So let's get our Bibles out, and we're going to turn this morning to Mark chapter 1. Mark chapter 1, and I'm going to begin reading in verse 29. Mark 1, verse 29. It reads, "Now as soon as they had come out of the synagogue, they entered the house of Simon and Andrew with James and John. But Simon's wife's mother lay sick with a fever, and they told him about her at once. So he came and took her by the hand and lifted her up, and immediately the fever left her, and she served them. At evening, when the sun had set, they brought to him all who were sick and those who were demon-possessed, and the whole city was gathered together at the door. Then he healed many who were sick with various diseases and cast out many demons, and he did not allow the demons to speak because they knew him." Very, very interesting account again about Jesus at the beginning of his ministry, and specifically focused on his miraculous power. When he began to demonstrate this power publicly, many people were drawn to him. Many who were sick, demon possessed, people who were suffering were drawn to him, wanting to be healed, wanting that healing power. And so when these amazing miracles were performed, they would come to have their sicknesses taken away. And this power became an infallible proof that Jesus is truly the Son of God. But not only is his power on display here, but also on display very prominently is his compassion for people, his love for people, and also his mercy. What's interesting here is, even though the miraculous is not, we're not in the miraculous age today, we like to say, there is a spiritual healing that Jesus still offers to all who will simply come to him. And that spiritual healing is that of forgiveness. And along with that forgiveness, not only is it does his life-giving blood offer that forgiveness that all mankind needs, but there's also so many spiritual gifts that we find only in Christ. Becoming adopted into the family of God and having a spiritual family that loves us and cares for us, being part of that fellowship. The idea of having a pathway to God in prayer and being able to go before his throne and lay our cares and burdens and whatever is on our mind down at his feet, knowing that he wants to hear from his children. All of these spiritual blessings and many more are found only in Christ, and Jesus offers that healing for us today because he was willing to put on humanity, because he was willing to go to the cross to suffer and shed his blood. What an amazing thought that is. Jesus came to bring healing to a world that has been ravaged by the disease of sin, and his atoning blood is the only cure out there. Through that wonderful sacrifice, we can be healed spiritually. It's no wonder that Paul would write in 2 Corinthians 9:15, "Thanks be to God for his inexpressible gift." This is Mike Peters with the Pottsville Church of Christ. I hope these devotionals are starting your day off right with a good, positive thought. I hope everyone is staying safe out there during these trying times. If you would, go ahead and subscribe to our page if you want to see more of this content. Hit the bell notification if you're on YouTube in order to be notified when new videos come online. If you're watching on Facebook, go ahead and like our page so you can be notified, and then share this video on your page. And that way your friends who are not connected to the Pottsville Church of Christ can see it as well. And it's just in an effort to get the message of Jesus out there to as many people as possible. Again, this is Mike Peters with the Pottsville Church of Christ. Hope everyone is staying safe. And don't forget, always be praying.